Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is La. If you're new here, on this channel I am documenting my journey to pay down what was $200,000 of debt and is now down to $165,000. Today is my husband's payday and we are winding down the last week of October. So let's go ahead and handle the last budget for October. All right, so let's hop into this budget. So today is October 24th. My husband's paycheck was $11.80 and we really don't have that many bills left. We're mostly just paying like minimum payments on cars, doing groceries, and like a few other things, and we're paying down some debt today. So let's hop into the bills. The first bill we have is going to be daycare, but it's not a full daycare payment. It's just topping off what we have left over in our little account that we have for daycare. So only $55 is coming out of his check for that. Then we have my Navy Federal card. And the minimum payment on it is like $49.94. So I just rounded up to $50. And then my husband's Navy Federal card also is literally like $54 and some change, so I rounded up to $55. And then we have this HOA bill, which is $130.87. I'm thinking about when I get my payout for my vacation time, just taking care of the HOA for the rest of this year and next year, because that's what this payment is for. But it just depends on how much I get back. I definitely plan on paying off that loan. And I think after everything is all said and done, I'll be paying about $22.50 or so with like interest to pay it off, but we get into that a little bit later. And then we have our gas bill, which is the last bill that we need to take care of for this month, and that is $65, and October is all taken care of as far as bills. So let's hop into our variable expenses, first being groceries. It's like, that doesn't look like I spelled that right. Okay, so for groceries I am allotting $250 because we are like really low on stuff right now. So I just want to do like a good little grocery haul. Groceries is just costing us a little bit more right now because baby girl is drinking not whole milk but pea milk because she has a whole milk allergy, and it's like maybe what, like $5.50 for not a gallon. It's not a full gallon, it's like a half a gallon, I believe. And then she's a little bit picky when it comes to eating, so I'm still sending some things with her to daycare. That way she doesn't go without eating, and it's like a backup if she does not eat the school lunch. But they do still try to introduce the foods to her to see if she will eat them or like them. But I don't want my baby not eating all day, so I still send like little backup things for her to eat at daycare as well. So, you know, groceries is just costing us a little bit more. We're also probably be spending more groceries these next coming months because I will be likely working less besides each quarter when we have quarter end close, and I will be working like a little bit more. But even those weeks when we have quarter end close at my job, I'll be working from home the first 2 weeks of every quarter. So I'll be home more. I will likely be cooking more. Also not trying to buy food out for lunch, so I'm trying to make sure I have like lunches prepped and everything for when I go to work those 2 days. So we're just probably going to be spending a little bit more groceries, and that's when I probably bump up the budget. Next on the list is tolls. So I have a toll account and it replenishes after I use $40. So each time that I go to $40, it replenishes. I've always had tolls in my budget because I don't really know when it's going to come out. Sometimes I take tolls, sometimes I don't. But with the location of my new job, I will most definitely be using tolls. And the tolls here in Texas is a little bit different than like what I'm used to. It seems like every few miles you get charged for the toll as long as you're on the toll road. I believe that's how it works. I don't really understand it that well. Eating out is the last thing in this budget. And we are only allotting $40. I'm actually filming this on a Friday night, and typically Friday we would do like pizza or something, but I did not pick up pizza. So we'll see if we actually even use this eating out of $40. I've been doing a really great job of cooking. My husband works in the evening, so that is why I primarily cook, and he does cook on his days off. Sometimes he'll throw something on the grill, but cooking is typically a task that I do. I also cook better than him anyways, but it's neither here or there. So yeah, we'll see if we actually use the eating out. And then miscellaneous little budget of $75 in case something was to come up this week. Hopefully not though. So moving on to the good part, which is savings and debt payments. So the only savings we're doing is putting money into our car maintenance sinking fund. And we are putting $150 into there. And then last time I did a budget, I think I only put like $100 towards that. And this time it's not that much bigger, but it is double. I'm putting $200 towards that, and I already called and made that payment today. So yeah, I definitely think that I only need to pay about $22.50. I did do a payoff quote last night. I was just playing around in the app trying to look at my statement, and I saw, oh, there's a section to request a payoff. So when I requested the payoff, it appeared that the payoff quote was for $24.15, and I made this $200 payment, so that would be $22.15. But I won't be paying it off until I get my payout next Friday. So hopefully it'll be about $22.50, and that will be done. And I can't wait to come back and tell you guys that it's all paid for. So yeah, let's go ahead and add everything up. So we have income of $11.80, and we have expenses of $11.10. That leaves us with a leftover of $70, and that's our buffer for this last week. And my husband does get his commission check last week, but since everything is basically paid for this month, that will just be included in our November expenses. It's just the way the month falls, the way the month is falling this month, in the last paycheck being on, I believe, the 31st. We don't really have any more days to cover with that check. So I think at the beginning of the month we'll be looking really good. I'll get my payout, he'll get his commission check, and then I will get my first paycheck November 6th, and then he'll get his paycheck, his first paycheck November 6th too. So looks like this month, like November, we'll have a lot of money coming in at the beginning of the month. So I definitely will be going ahead and filming like a November budget this weekend and posting that next week. And then I want to go ahead and like come up with a plan for like how we're going to allocate money the next 2 months, just to like set ourselves up for success the beginning of 2026. So I'll probably film a video on like what I think we'll be doing. There's a lot of like nuances with my new job, like with me not being able to invest in my 401k until after 30 days of being employed. But I really don't want to go a whole month without contributing to a retirement account for myself. So I will likely go ahead and open up a Roth IRA, which is something I've been wanting to do anyways, so I can invest what would be a 6% contribution into my Roth IRA. That's what I'm thinking about doing. But I'm also, continuing to try to be aggressive with our debts. And the other thing that is bothering me is how much money we have in our emergency fund. We only have about $2,200 sitting in that, and I don't really feel comfortable with that amount. I would really like to maybe pause paying off debt for a few months just to build that up to like a month of expenses, which for us would be about $6,000 bare bones. I talked to Chat GBT about like what would bare bones look like if, like, say I was to lose my job. I would like to take my daughter to daycare, so it would like lower expenses. So I have like a bare bones budget in mind. So you guys let me know, what would you do? Would you pause your debt payoff just to build up your emergency fund a little bit to feel more comfortable? Yeah, there's a lot to think about. So drop in the comments what you guys are thinking and let me know how the month of October has gone for you guys. And until next time, bye.